Hello, hello. So today is super exciting. I just got the Natasha Denona palette in the mail yesterday. This is the bronze palette. It's brand spanking new. So I'm super excited to play around with this. We're going to do a first impression. I'm going to do a whole look. I'm going to do some swatches. At the end, I'll put a timestamp down below for when the swatches occur. And then I also want to kind of show these colors in comparison to other Natasha Denona colors that I have. I have the Biba palette, so let's open her up. Ooh. So when I first saw this, I gotta be honest, I wasn't like super like excited about it, but then I saw some swatches. I don't know who posted the swatches, but they were like really pretty, and I was like, I have a gift card. I'm gonna do it. So I picked her up. It's $65 USD. It's the smaller pan eyeshadow, not the bigger pan, like more expensive $129. So I'll do a size comparison as well. But yeah, before we get into it, make sure you're subscribed before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up, and you can follow me on my makeup related Instagram. All that stuff is always down below. Let's dive right in. So full disclosure, I had like a rash on my face the other day. I don't know if you can still see it, but if you see any bumps, I mean, this is a pimple, but like if you see any bumps elsewhere, it might just be residual rash, so don't freak out. Not that you would, just letting you know. Okay, so let's go in. I am not going to prime my eyes because I typically don't, and I would be using this palette on like unprimed eyes normally. So it comes with the big mirror, of course. And we're probably, I mean, with this palette, you can definitely do something really smoky. Like, look at that shade right there. But I think I'm just going to do something a little bit safer just to kind of test the formula, feel it out, give you a good feeling of what the palette is kind of offering, and if you really truly need this palette, because I have a feeling most of these colors are going to be in other palettes. I don't think this is like the most revolutionary palette I've ever seen. However, neutrals are a staple. Bronzes are a staple, at least in my collection. So I do think there is going to be some use for this. So first, I haven't even like really looked at these. I'm like jumping right in. Okay, I'm going to go in with the shade Beach, which is this guy right here. And a big fluffy, kind of clean, semi-clean brush. And grab that. It has about as much kick up as my other small palette has. So, you know, that's fine. And I was watching, this is off topic, I was watching Samantha Ravindell. She does her eyeshadow, I guess, to the shape of her eye, but I like her technique and I'm going to try it. So she doesn't always like bring it right in the crease. She also like blends it here and brings it in the crease. And I feel like I don't do that. So I'm going to try and create like a cat eye effect with her kind of style. Honestly, I don't think it's going to work for my eye shape. I think she has, I guess, more like, I don't know, but she, like, the way she does her makeup is so soothing, so I just want to really do that. So here we go. So she always does it, okay, she always does it like, she'll bring it like, maybe I need a smaller brush, but she'll bring it right over here and then like up into her crease a little bit. Yeah, I think I need a smaller brush. But she always like puts it on the outer third, and I think it's so cool, and it always looks really nice like when she's done. Yeah, I think this brush was a little bit too big, but we're just gonna go with it because I've already put it down. So that color is very, very nice. It's a little bit darker than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little bit softer. It's sticking to my eyelid right there, I think. I'm not sure why. Okay, so far so good. I like that shade, and again, there is a little bit of kick up, but it's nothing different than the other palettes that I have from her. So this is probably the brush I should use first. This is the Sigma Blending E25, and I'm really, really digging this shade Magma, which is right here. It's like this beautiful red, deep red, but I think I want to go in with Suntan and Magma right here and mix them together. There is a little bit, it's pigmented. And I'm just going to follow the shape that I kind of made where it's like a little bit, you know, kind of like a wing effect, but I don't know if it's picking up on camera or if it, you know, but I'm just going to follow that a little bit and bring it a little lower than the other shade. Yeah, these are really, I like that combo. I like that red. And I'm bringing it all the way in, and I might cut my crease a little bit because I feel like I haven't done that in forever, so I'm gonna clean up this, I think. I feel like this eye is being weird. Like, it's not blending the same as this eye. I don't know if that's just like how I'm holding my brush or what, but... And then we're gonna go back in with our first brush and our first shade and just make sure, you know, it looks okay. Okay, I'm taking my NARS Pot Concealer and I'm going to just grab it with a little concealer brush and carve out some of my crease. I'll show you. I just want to do like a half cut crease. Alright, here we go. Wish me luck. So I basically just did the lid. I didn't even go up to where my crease actually is, like where my eyelids fold. So yeah, I just kind of did this half and then I'm gonna do the other eye. Okay, so now I need to pick my shimmer shade. And I think I want to do a couple different ones. So I think I'm going to start with my darkest one that I want to do, which I think, swatch these. I haven't actually swatched these. So there's two. This one is High Degree. This one is Bliss. And there's a Palladium. And this one is, or no, this one's Gloaming and this one's Palladium. Alright, let's start with High Degree, which is this guy right here. And I'm going to kind of put that right where the matte dark shade and then the concealer is. And I pretty much always use my finger for shimmers. Because I tend to find that they have the best payoff. Like, regardless of brand, finger is the way to go. So that's kind of cool. And then I'm going to do Gloaming, which is this guy right here. And do that in the center. Alright, I'm going to do Silk, which is my lightest shade. And do that right in the inner corner. Alright, and then I'm going to take the shade Gloaming, and on my crease brush, I'm going to soften the line between the lightest and the darkest because it just looks a little harsh on this eye. And I want to kind of, like, if, I don't know if it's going to pick up on person, but on camera, in person, it almost looks like it's just like a shifting eyeshadow. So like it went from light and then you move your eye and it kind of goes darker. I don't know if it's going to be able to see, but that was the effect I was kind of going for. And I do like how it turned out. Okay, so I'm going to just clean up the, wing part a little bit because I do want it to be a little bit more structured. Where the eye, like where my skin is over here. I don't know what I'm saying. Like the lower, I don't know. I really like those shades, the combination of shades. I mean, would I wear this probably in the summer on a 90-degree day? No. This is like a fall look for me. I mean, but it's still beautiful. Like, I still really like it. So give me a second. Let me clean this up. And I guess I'll do the rest of my makeup and then we can get into the lower lash line. Okay, so I finished up the rest of my makeup. I just did my no foundation routine a little bit. So if you didn't see that video, I will link it. But basically, I just used concealer and kind of even out my skin tone. So today I just used my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I have the shade Pearl. I don't think it's like the best match for me, but it's like better than a shade that I had previously. And then I also used just a little bit of blush. I actually didn't do any like bronzer. I did a little bit of highlighting with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter. And then I use this Au Naturel pink grapefruit, I think. Yeah, or no, it's just grapefruit multi-stick. And I just put that a little bit on my cheeks and then just brush through my brows with this Brow Gal gel. So yeah, that's basically my makeup. Oh, and then I kind of set everything with this IT Cosmetics powder. It's the Bye Bye Pores Press Powder. This I don't think mattifies anything, but it does like kind of help to even your skin tone if you have big pores. I have large pores here. So, all right, back to the palette. So for the lower lash line, I think I'm going to try and use different shades just to see what they look like. So I'm just going to clean my little brush off. I'm going to go in with the shade Deep Dive, which is this kind of, it's like a mustard color. And I feel like people are still really into those mustard shades. So I'm just going to do the lower lash line. I like that color. It actually gives like a nice little like smoky effect without being too dramatic. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't like doing my lower lash line because I always feel like I look like a raccoon, or I put too much on at the beginning and so then I have to like blend it out really well. But I feel like that shade kind of went a little crazy over here. I don't know, that shade looks nice. Okay, and then I want to go just a little bit into the shade Suntan, which is one of the shades we did use, but it's just a little bit darker, and just do the outer third. And then I am going to do an inner corner highlight. Maybe the shade Alloy, which is this one. I don't know, that might be too gold. I'll do True Bronze, so it's this one right here. Just do a little pop. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Whew. It's this one looks a little bit glittery. The rest are like shimmers. This one like almost looks glittery. So just put that right there for a nice little pop. And I really like how this look turned out. Now, I think I did use like the lightest shade already on my lid, which was the shade Silk. So I normally would put like a lighter shade in my inner corner, but I already used that shade and I don't want to, I wanted to play with a new shade. So I'm going to pop on a little mascara. This is the Grande Drama Mascara. And I'm going to do top and bottom lashes. Okay, I need to wait for them to dry and then probably clean up any mascara that went on my lower lash. But I like this look a lot. It looks so good. I hope it's picking up on camera, but I really, really like it. I wasn't even like crazy about this palette. I literally, it was like an afterthought buying it. Alright, so that is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will put some swatches in for your convenience, and let me know what you think. Are you picking up this palette? Or are you just going to wait for it to, like, if there's a sale, to go on sale? Let me know. Were you excited about this launch? Not so much. I know I think she launched like a couple lipsticks and like a face palette. The face palette looked like it would be better suited for deeper skin tone, so I didn't pick that up. And the lippies, I have so many lipsticks and I literally don't wear lipstick every day, so I just didn't feel like that was something that I needed. But yeah, let me know what you think, and thank you guys for watching. Here's some swatches. Okay, so we have the first row. So True Copper, Suntan. That one didn't swatch that well. I'm going to dip back in and just get a little bit more and rub it out. I feel like that's not swatching well, but that was one of the shades that I used and it looked really pretty. So, okay, this is Sundown. That one's kind of light, but it did swatch evenly. This is Deep Dive. Oh, I thought that was going to be more of a black, but it's more of like a charcoal, like almost purple. And then this is Rhodium, and I think that's like such a beautiful color. So that is the first row. Magma, High Degree, whew, that one's pretty. Alloy, Bridge, and True Bronze. So this is the first and second row. I'm going to see if I can just do the third row on my hand here. So this one is Gloaming Palladium. I'm not sure how you say that. That one's really pretty. And Bliss. That one's pretty too. And then the last two are Silk, which I used today, and Beach. Alright, so those are all the swatches. Now what I want to do now is compare the shimmers together because I'm interested to see how similar they are. These are like the gold shimmers in the palette, and they look kind of like these three look really similar to me in person. On camera, I think you can pick up the differences subtly, but I'm surprised that they put three of the same types of shades in there. They just look really similar, and even this fourth one is pretty similar. So this one is True Bronze, this is Alloy, this is, oh no, I'm sorry, this is True Copper. So this is True Copper, Alloy, and True Bronze. This is Palladium, which I can't say, and then this is Silk. So those are the ones that look really similar to me in the palette, and I'm going to do the same for the mattes that look a little bit similar and see how different they are. So the three mattes that I thought might be really similar was Sundown, Ridge, and Beach, but they're very different in my opinion. This is more of like a peachy, this is kind of more brown, maybe neutral-ish, I'm not sure. And then that's just, they're three different colors. But these first three right here, the shimmers, I'm very surprised that they put those like very similar shades in this palette. So just thought I'd throw that in there if you were interested in kind of duping this collection. Those are the shades that are probably in other palettes that you own. I also wanted to compare some of the shimmers to some of the shimmers in here, and then again mattes as well. You can tell that the story is very different, I think. This is more like light, and I don't know if it's deceiving because the packaging is white on here and it's black on here, but this looks darker to me. It looks deeper tones, that kind of thing. And this is more light in my opinion. The shimmers I think are very different. Like this one, I don't think there is a match in here. This one may match with Silk. So let's just try to see if you really need both. So when I was doing my tutorial, I took the shade Ridge and I said that it was kind of like a mustardy color. I'm going to take the shade Prairie and compare them. So this is Ridge, there's a fuzz, and this is Prairie. Ridge seems deeper. It's almost like a deeper version of Prairie, if you will. We have the shade Magma, which is like this beautiful deep red, but upon further investigation, it looks like Pasha in the Biba palette. So we're going to look at those two together. Those look really similar. So this is Magma, and this is Pasha. You can see a slight difference. Pasha looks more, to me on camera, it looks a little bit more purple, where Magma looks more red, but they're pretty similar. Okay, let's do a shimmer. So I said maybe this shade Shine and the shade Silk might be a little bit similar, and I don't think they are. Okay, so it's just Shine and Silk. Yeah, they're very different. Oh, you can't see. They're very different. Shine and Silk. Now let's keep Shine up, and this is Palladium, very different, and Alloy. Yeah, they're pretty different from Shine. But let's take Monroe and see. So this is Monroe. Yeah, they're all pretty different from the two shimmers in the Biba palette. But let's take Rustic, and yeah, pretty different. Okay. Alright, so we're going to take the shade Beach in the bronze palette and the shade Freckle in the Biba, and they are very different, Beach and Freckle. We're going to do Suntan versus Buff, So suntan and buff. And they actually look pretty similar. And they swatch very similarly. Like meaning like the patchiness that was just showing. So yeah, they're pretty similar. And then we're gonna do deep dive and spot. And I forgot to wipe away the other swatches. So this is deep dive and this is spot. And yeah, there's a difference there. This is more of like a gray and this is more of a, I think it's like more purple, leaning black. All right, so I think that's it for the comparison swatches. All right, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye.